Heat race for the Advanced Auto Parts Street Stocks tonight. 7 cars scheduled in the heat race. Up on the pole, 73, Lincoln Morris. Next to him, 48, Dwayne Toyin. 39, Chase Ellison. 58, John Aramendia. Third row inside, Tommy Gurrell. Got Brandon Spreen in the 88 next to him. And 251, Brent Mayfield coming out. He's out of Waco, Texas, joining us here tonight at Cotton Bowl Speedway. Off and running. Here we go. Also jumping out there late, not on the grid, but there he is. Robert Walton out there in the all-white number 10, joining the Advanced Auto Parts Street Stocks. Jumping in late there, but good to see him. And spins out there in turn 4 in a bad spot. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Okay, race director H.E. Nauman telling the drivers to get back to their original starting spot. We did not complete a lap. So we'll get them all lined back up. Lincoln Morris, Dwayne Toyin. That's going to be the 2 drivers on the front row. 73, 48. 39, Ellison, and 58, Aramendia. 9, Gurrell. 88, Brandon Spreen. And 251, Brent Mayfield. And 10, Robert Walton. Walton looks like he's not doing very well in that 10 car. Let's see if he can catch up to the pack. Lights are out. Here we go. Watch the pink tire. That's where it all gets started. Green flag, green light. One and only street stock heat race for the night. And it looks like Robert Walton going to call it quits for the heat race. Got here late tonight. May not have that car dialed in. Going to have to go back and do some work on it in the pits while everybody else is racing. Meanwhile, Dwayne Toyin coming out of turn 2, your race leader, kicking Lincoln Morris back a spot. Here comes Brandon Spreen, your points leader, moving up into third. Spreen's going to go way up there on 3 and 4. Watch out. Nearly gets loose. Loses a spot or 2 as a 58 of John Aramendia. Able to move up. Now Spreen captures that spot back, moves Aramendia back. Ellison in the 39, giving chase. John Aramendia in that blue and yellow 58, getting right up there next to Lincoln Morris. Now goes past him. Chase Ellison trying to do the same thing in the 39 street stock. Down the back straightaway, Ellison sets up behind Lincoln Morris in the 73. Meanwhile, Dwayne Toyin running away with it. Brandon Spreen trying to give chase. Aramendia third, Lincoln Morris fourth, Ellison fifth. Nine, Tommy Gurrell, not having a real good run right now in the heat race. Kind of lagging back there. Not sure if he's having car issues or not. Just not running as we're used to seeing Tommy run in the heat race. Down the back, though, it's Dwayne Toyin still got that lead. Brandon Spreen trying to reel him in as the laps are clicking away. There's going to be 2 laps to go this time by the flag stand. Brandon Spreen out of Boerne, Texas, giving chase to Dwayne Toyin. He started up on the front row outside. Dwayne out of Austin, and Spreen really cutting ground, and he's got one more time around the 3/8 mile surface, Cotton Bowl Speedway in this heat race. Watch out. Oh, a little love tap there. Pushes him up on 1 and 2. Spreen backs out of the gas and says, you know what? I'll take second place right now. Dwayne Toyin going to come around. And Toyin going to capture the win. Spreen going to come across in second. All right, back up here in the catbird seat. The red lights are still on as the Advanced Auto Parts street stocks are out there ready to rock and roll. Yellow comes on. Let's take a look and see who's out there. Lincoln Morris on the pole, 73. 48, Dwayne Toyin. Chase Ellison in the 39. John Aramendia, 58. Brandon Spreen, 88. 251, Brent Mayfield. 9, Tommy Gurrell. 10, Robert Walton. Street stocks in the Advanced Auto Parts Summer Showdown Series. Brandon Spreen has 79 points. John Aramendia, 74 points. Chase Ellison, 68 points. And both of them, Spreen and Aramendia, are out here. In the street stock points race for the season, 88, Brandon Spreen has a 6-point lead over Darrell Rhodes, 340 to 334. Chase Ellison deeper in third with 318 points. All right, lights are out around the track. 15-lap main event. Advanced Auto Parts street stocks, here we go. Green flag, green light, off and running. Into turn 1 and 2. Let's see how this shakes out over 15 laps. Again, Brandon Spreen, your points leader, but kind of starting towards the back of this group. Watch out. Oh, contact, turn 3. Yeah, well, they figured this out here. Got a email here from Scotty Hinsman. Scotty's Auto Repair would like to congratulate Little P. Egbert on his track championship at Heart of Texas Speedway. This kid is one to watch for sure. Grandpa Phil from Phil's Paint and Body couldn't be more proud. Well, thank you, and congratulations to Little P. Egbert on that great championship at Heart of Texas Speedway. They had their final points night last night, and he picks up that championship. Well, looks like the 73, your pole sitter, Lincoln Morris, is going to be picked up by the tow truck and taken off the track. Unfortunately, Lincoln Morris done for the night. Matt Krause sends up an email here. It's Charlie and Nielsen's 8th anniversary, and they're spinning it here at the track. Please wish them a happy anniversary for me. Well, Matt, I'll be happy to do that. Happy 8th anniversary, Charlie and Nielsen. All right, so your pole sitter, Lincoln Morris. That's a unfortunate circumstance for that young man out of Caldwell, Texas. Going to get picked up by the tow truck, apparently, and moved out of the way. That's not how you want to do the main event here this evening. '88 Brandon Spreen went into the hot pits, and we typically give them about 2 laps or so. Look at the 73 car, Lincoln Morris. Man, you hate to see that happen, especially late in the season. Brandon Spreen, there he comes out of the pits. Good job. Well, thank you for the email, H. Don Udell, saying 73's tire was nearly flat right at the start of the race. I think he was going to try to race it as long as he could, but well, you see what happened. Going to be back here in a couple of weeks. Be sure to mark your calendar. It is September the 16th, our next race. Sport Compacts, Factory Stocks, Street Stocks. Our 3 IMCA classes will be off, but will be joined by the Dwarf Cars and the Texas Dirt Truck Series. So Sport Mods, Mods, and iStocks will be off in 2 weeks. Trucks and Dwarf Cars will take their place to join the Compacts, the Factory Stocks, and the Street Stocks. Lights are out. Let's try it one more time as Dwayne Toyin leads them at the green flag, green light down into turn 1 and 2. Chase Ellison picking up speed. 251 knocking right into the back of him. Brent Mayfield. Mayfield trying to say, hey, you know what? I got a pretty fast car. Let me take over your spot. Here they come out of turn 4 the first time by. Ellison, Toyin, Mayfield. 1, 2, 3. Brandon Spreen, points leader in the 88. Currently in 5th, John Armandia. 4th, Armandia checks up down the back straightaway. Got up along that outside wall, slowed up a little bit, and that lets Spreen catch up and take over 4th place. Dwayne Toyin takes the low line. That's not doing him any good, though, as Ellison and the 251 of Brent Mayfield both go past him. Now Toyin trying to fight back on that low line, pulling Brandon Spreen with him. Down the front straightaway, it's still a 4-car dogfight. Gurrell and Armandia not having much of a run right now as Armandia finds himself in last place. Armandia second in points in the Summer Showdown Series, 5 points behind Spreen. So where he sits right now is not going to help him overtake and get the first place money. Chase Ellison would like to have a good finish, and maybe he can get enough points to get by John Armandia. He trails him by 6 points, and Ellison is 4 spots ahead of him. Door-to-door racing coming out of turn 4. Look at him go. Ellison and Brandon Spreen. Brent Mayfield trying to stay with him, but once Spreen gets out front, it may be over. Points leader in the Summer Showdown Series and your regular season points. Brandon Spreen jumps out to the front. Chase Ellison trying to stay with him in the 39. Oh, they are really running good out there right now. Now that 251, Brent Mayfield trying to sneak up there on Brandon Spring. Look at Mayfield, goes under the inside. Sticks that yellow street stock underneath there. Just not enough power that time by. He'll set it back up into turn 1 and 2. Mayfield staying right there with Spreen. Spreen knows he's in a dogfight. Points leader in the Showdown Series and the season points. Mayfield trying to steal the win from him. Running out of laps, though. Big Nathan Lavender showing him a few laps to go in this race. 5 to go that time by the flag stand. Now Spreen trying to open up about a 3, 4, maybe 5 car length lead going into turn 3 and 4. Brandon doing a great job. He was able to hold off that hard charge from Mayfield. Mayfield was right there with him and really challenging. Got that nose right up next to the left quarter panel on the back left tire there for just a moment. Spreen felt that presence there, gunned the engine, and he has put separation space between himself and Mayfield ever since that moment. Two laps to go this time by. 2 laps remain. White flag this time by. Does Mayfield have any energy left in that bright yellow 251 street stock? The Tweety Bird car. Remember the cartoon from back in the days. 251 Mayfield. Down into turn 2, down the back straightaway. He may be out of time. It's going to come up to turn 3 and 4. Spreen holds it in the middle of the track. Here they come to the checker flag. Street stock, main event win, Brandon Spreen. Brandon Spreen with a great run there tonight, able to hold off the 251 of Brent Mayfield. 48, Dwayne Toyin, Chase Ellison in the 39. And there he goes, moves it up there so the camera has a good shot of him on Race on Texas. And nice run there by Brandon Spreen. Points leader in the regular season points race and the Summer Showdown Series points leader. How about a round of applause for him, Brandon Spreen with the win. Well, Brandon, look who's in the winner's circle tonight. How about that? That took a little work on that 88 car tonight to hold off some of the challengers there.
Yeah, it seems like the last few races somebody spun out turn 1, but we got it changed, and yeah, car was pretty good.
I mean, from your perspective like that, I mean, are you thumping the steering wheel like, dadgummit, why are you doing that in front of me when I'm the leader in points?
Yeah, it's just frustrating lap one.
Yeah, okay. Keep it clean, right? Well, you picked up more points in the season standings. You got the lead. But most importantly, you're going to get that extra money for the Summer Showdown Series. Tell us about participating in that, the extra money, and who helped you tonight.
Yeah, it's a cool thing Marianne and H put on. I got to thank everybody else for coming out tonight. Little extra bonus money and incentive to come out and race. Good
deal. Well, Brandon Spreen, congratulations. Points leader coming into tonight, and you're leaving as the points leader. Hot dogs on Brandon tonight, right, with that extra money.
Thank you.
You got it. Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate you.